this car you see in Guatemala and Kyrgyzstan and Laos, and to be fair, this does not feel like Kyrgyzstan. Could be Guatemala. It would be a weird Guatemala round. I feel like we have like Asian-looking vegetation here. Only 30 seconds left to go. It's 1 minute per round on this. Feels feels like that area of the world, I think. I mean, it's going to be somewhere along here. I'm not really sure where. There's mountains in the background, but to be fair, the cities are not very big in Laos, so... Hello everybody, welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. It is Zigzag here, and we are up to Season 3 of my Play-Along League. Exciting to be here, and this league is going to be good fun. It's a variety of different maps, all of my favourite maps on GeoGuessr basically, and so it'll just be more of a casual one than the last ones, but I'll still try hard to win it. We came 4th overall in the last one in terms of total points, and I've scrapped the leaderboard idea. We're just going to use the normal point system down here. First things first, links for this week's games and next week's games will be in the description, so be sure to check them out. If you're not in the league already, join up, it's free, and anyone can play. Alright, so let us get straight into the first legs here. We are on a diverse world, we've got 1 minute and 30 per round, and we're not allowed to move. Alright, so let us see if we get any good scores or any good rounds today. So, looks to me to be... Finland off the bat here. I think it says TIE at the end of this road sign, which means road in Finnish, so makes things nice and easy. And can we find this town here? It's 5 kilometers away, and we've got a minute to find it. I don't think, for your sake, that I will actually try to find it. It's probably much too small. So let's just think about what area of the country we're going to be in here. We have a lot of these Scots pines. Thank you to a viewer for telling me the name of them, but I'm pretty sure that means we're probably going to be maybe somewhere in the south of the country, because often you'll see a lot of those in the Baltics. That's my kind of logic so far, so let's just guess in somewhere that's quite populated. Let's go over here and hedge it. Okay, so that was not too far away, 164 kilometers. A good start to the league overall, I would say. Got the right latitude and everything. Okay, so next one is looking definitely Filipino. Well, that car might actually be driving on the left-hand side of the road, so this could be Indonesia. We got the white car. Having said that, this actually might be Thailand. Thailand or Indonesia with these bollards. With the white car, should be Indonesia. Okay, so it's pretty dry. That is the interesting thing about this, quite dry indeed. So I'm thinking maybe Sumatra, Borneo, or Sulawesi here. Maybe leaning Sumatra, I'm not sure. When I see it this dry, I tend to think of Sumatra. And lots of palms as well. Am I missing anything here? With the white car, I'm pretty sure. We're driving left-hand side, so we should be in Indonesia here. It's hilly to our kind of south... What did you say? Southeast there? So that's interesting. Maybe we can use that to make our guess here. There's a lot of hills in Sumatra. So why don't we go over this direction here? I mean, I'm not really sure where this is going to be, but I think this is at least a decent guess, so let's find out. And, oh man, that was actually all the way over in these islands over here, and wow, we have someone probably not guessing legit, but yeah, that's very far away. Correct country, still part of Indonesia, but not a good guess. Okay, so it does get dry down there, so maybe I should have gotten that. Anyway, we have some language here, should be Italian. Appears to be Italian from what I can see. Stop sign here, also looking rather Italian, these turning arrows as well, so yeah, relatively sure we are there. As for where, yeah, these are Italian bollards too. As for where, that's a tougher question. I'm thinking maybe middle of the country, maybe somewhere near Rome, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Yeah, if it's hilly and everything, but it's not super hilly, so I'm just thinking somewhere around there. It's a fairly neutral looking round. It doesn't look super far south, but it doesn't look like as rich as I would associate with the north with these buildings out here. Could even be further south, but let's see. And, whoa, that's not a bad guess right there. That's actually one of my best Italian guesses in a while. 40 kilometers away. Have to be feeling pretty good about that. Okay, so next one. We've got some ladies in headscarves here, initially feeling like Turkey, also with the architecture here, all these apartment buildings and whatnot. Blue strips on the plate, so that would fit as well. Kafal, yeah, this should be Turkey. So let's see, yeah, we have no antenna. Okay, so Yep, lady staring out the window. Something you'd expect to see in Eastern Europe or Central and Western Asia. Yeah, we don't really have too many good clues here, though. It feels more northern to me. Could be a big city, honestly. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a big city. So where are we going to guess? Fairly green. Could be Ankara, to be honest. I wouldn't mind slamming it in Ankara. Probably won't end up being there, but, you know, at least that's a decent shot, and we are fairly central, so I'm just going to go for it. Let's check it out. And, yeah, it's actually on the north coast there, in quite a small town here, so let us head on over to the last round. Oh, you can actually see people who's on top, so that's cool, that's cool. But yeah, we're definitely not going to be in the top 10 here just because, simply because of that silly Indonesia round. Anyhow, we have backplates here that are blue, which is interesting. Yeah, it seems to be pure blue, which is not exactly what I expected. Just thinking, this looks more like Canada than the US to me, this architecture. Could still be the US, but do we see any front plates? One thing I've noticed about GeoGuessr is, for whatever reason, wherever the camera is, you're much more likely to see the back of cars than the front of cars. For example, we can see the back of this one, back of this one, back of this one, back of this one, back of this one in the garage, this one here, and can't really make those ones out. For whatever reason, it just happens to be like that, which is an interesting observation. I guess it's just because people, you know, they park their cars in, and they tend to park, you know, I don't know. Anyhow, we got the blue plates, so this could be like Ontario or Quebec in the north, honestly. It initially felt more like this area, but I can't remember which ones would have blue plates. Like Alberta doesn't and Manitoba doesn't, so it could be Saskatchewan. It's either that or somewhere over where I've clicked. I'm gonna go for like upstate Ontario here. I think that might be right. Oh man, this was Kansas, so for whatever reason really felt like Canada to me. It was not. So 15,800, let us go to the game breakdown and see how everyone did. So if you want to be included in this, go ahead into the description and yeah, but Brenda, she was cheating, but let's check out everyone else. Actually, another insane score here. Well, I'll just click it anyway. If he's cheating, well, that's just too bad. So let's check out the top 15 here. And of course, we did not make it into the top 15, unfortunately. We were right down here. That Indonesia guess seriously hurt us. Seems like a bunch of people went in the same direction, but yeah, 57 is no good. Okay, so let's check out the top 15 and before we go out and check out some of the bottom people. So, wow, really good guess from Snorlax there in Kansas. That's quite impressive. Yeah, a bunch of us going in Ontario and a bunch in Canada too. Definitely had a Canada vibe to it, but many good people getting good USA guesses. As for the Italy, yeah, we had, this guy, I don't think he's legit, I'm sorry, but a bunch of us getting nice and in close here, so well done to everyone who got close in Italy there, although it seems like everyone managed to. We had one guess in Albania here, everyone else getting that it was Turkey. Did kind of look Albanian, to be fair, same latitude, but yeah, we just had a bunch of Ankara guesses and then spread out more over Turkey. I'm surprised no one guessed on the north coast because it was pretty green. As for the Indonesia, yeah, if you wanted to get into the top 15 on this one, you couldn't have guessed Sumatra. Had to be somewhere in these eastern islands, and yeah, so good job to all those guesses, pretty decent, I would say. And as for the Finland, people getting in nice and close, which is, I guess, to be expected from the top 15. Okay, so let's go and check out some of the bottom guys. I always like to give out a wooden spoon award to the very bottoms, so here is everyone who played, and seems like a number of people getting good guesses here, but okay, so let's check out the bottom three. How were they faring? So on the North America round, hey, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Like they still managed 12,000, 10,000. That's pretty good. My player base is clearly quite skilled, but look at this, not bad guesses. I mean, they were basically as close as I was in the US round. As for the Italy, one other guy getting Italy and one in Spain, one in Portugal. Okay, so makes sense with the architecture and everything. I can see that. The Turkey round posed more of a challenge. We had another Italy guess. We had an Israel guess. We had a Bangladesh guess. And where's the last one? Maybe someone timed out. No, I think we covered all the bottom three there. And as for the Indonesia, okay, people getting in the right area roughly. So yeah, I was also talking about Thailand there, but yeah, it was just a very dry Indonesia. Okay, so next up, obviously for the rest of weeks, I'll be doing this ahead of time, but pause the video now and play this challenge link, which will be at the top of the description if you want to see how you go compared to me, but this one will not go towards the league standings or anything, just going to be a challenge, and I'll put next week's link as well in there. So if you're watching right now, definitely go ahead and play those. But here we go, it's NMPZ this time, and we have these red bollards. This one with the like kind of thick section at the top should be Hungary. I think this is a Hungarian bollard. It's a flat country, and there's kind of like trees on the side of the road, which is definitely something you see in Hungary. I might go this side of the nation. I'm not really sure where it's going to be, but yeah. I mean, right latitude, wrong side of the country. It is what it is. Alright, so next one. This feels like Lao. We've got this car, which with the silver. And this car you see in Guatemala and Kyrgyzstan and Laos, and to be fair, this does not feel like Kyrgyzstan. Could be Guatemala. It would be a weird Guatemala around. I feel like we have like Asian looking vegetation here. Only 30 seconds left to go. It's 1 minute per round on this. So yeah, thinking, I know it can't be in Vientiane, so Vientiane, so yeah. I mean, we're near mountains, so maybe here. I'm not really sure. I think most of the coverage is along the river there. Feels yeah, feels like that area of the world, I think. I mean, it's going to be somewhere along here. I'm not really sure where. There's mountains in the background, but to be fair, the cities are not very big in Laos, so it's hard to know. And this was Guatemala. Okay, that's rather surprising. For whatever reason, it looked it looked very Asian to me. But look at that, we're on the exact right latitude. I mean, you can barely fault it. So I'll be interested. I guess we can go back in next episode and check out where people went, because that's kind of hilarious. It's actually unfortunate that those two countries lie on the same latitude. Alright, so next one. This is not easy. We've not had an easy seed so far. I would lean towards Thailand or Cambodia on this one, with the red soil and like kind of the neatly planted tree rows. I mean, this could be maybe like an oddball Brazil or something. I think it's going to be somewhere in Thailand, maybe somewhere out here. Cambodia being my second option. But yes, I think Thailand. I'm going to go there. And okay, it was northern Cambodia, but not a bad score. Not a bad score. Black car? Potentially black car here. Oh yeah, this is Peru. Just looks like Peru. We have a lot of rubbish on the side of the road here. It's kind of not so good. But as for these houses with the painted sides and whatnot, and kind of the climate and everything, feels pretty Peruvian to me. I'm going to guess near Lima here. That feels like near Lima. It's pretty green though, so let's get a little bit further up. And okay, it is pretty far north, so we miss out on points. Peru is one of the most deceptively big countries because it's right on the equator. It makes it look smaller on the projection of the map there. As for the final round of the video, we are driving left-hand side of the road. We have single white lines in the center. It's dead flat. This one, we have like corn crops. That is really interesting because with the white car and everything, we should be somewhere on Borneo here, I think. Yeah, with these corn crops, that is strange. Are they growing wild or something? I think they might be growing wild next to the highway. Not something I'm used to seeing over here, but the grass and everything seems to be pretty consistent with it. And let's see, we're kind of going directly east to west here, so we could be there. Why not? That's pretty much directly east to west. So is something like this. I think this is probably safer, although there's some mountains over there. I'm still going to go for it anyway. And I'm going to be mad if it was in the right spot, but okay, it wasn't on a main highway, and that's why. But we end up being really quite close here. So that is the score for that one. This guess here is quite funny to me just because of how spot on the latitude is. But yeah, interested to see how you guys go with that one. It ended up being quite a fun seed, and yeah, good one for NMPZ definitely. So keen to see if people get that was Guatemala. Kind of disappointed in myself, but yeah, good to be back on the Play Along League. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Follow the links in the description, whatnot, like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching.